All right, who wants to go first? I can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. I think everyone knows what I'm supposed to be doing recently. I just made three commits the past couple days,
Mhm.
and those are fixing things that were broken when we switched over to E2B persistence. So these are my. Let me share this here. Yeah. So this is this is it here. So it's the commit history.
Mhm.
So the first thing was that the download button that Omar made wasn't working, um, and I fixed that now. Um, I had to rewrite it from scratch because we don't store any file contents anymore. So the new code, it looks like basically like, let me find it. This. So it's running tar
Mhm.
on the sandbox and then generating a tar archive of all the files. So you end up with a .tar.gz file.
Mhm. Mhm.
They don't have zip by default on E2B, so I just did this and it works fine. So yeah, so that's how the download. So that's how the download button is working now. It just creates an archive and then sends that out to the front end. And um, then I had to fix deployments. Deployments was a similar issue where where before we were storing the file contents on the server. Now we're not storing anything, any file contents. So I had to come up with a new way to do that. I ended up just reusing the same code, using the same archive,
Mhm.
and then copying that archive to a temporary folder on the back end, um, and then yeah, like this, like just extracting it somewhere on the back end, and then we add those to. This is a little bit seems a little bit too over complex, but with Doku, but it works. Then we add them to a Git, like a temporary Git repository. Then we push that to Doku.
Mhm.
Um, that all works reliably ish. So we'll just keep doing that for now. So yeah, that should be working on production now. If we want to, I think I might have just tried it and it wasn't working. Let me try. So for Python project, also right now I noticed the pause sandboxes are loading a bit slow. Um,
Mhm.
some of them take like 10, 15 seconds to load up, and I'm looking into why this is, but they do load. Um, they just slow. So let me share that.
Awesome work, James.
What?
Yeah, I said awesome work
Oh,
with the
thanks.
fix.
Um, so I thought you said it doesn't work. So
Ah, no.
this one, this one I just opened it. It took like 15 seconds to load. Um,
Mhm,
yeah, looking into that, but maybe we could just for now we could come up with a better indicator.
mhm.
Because if this is like this for 15 seconds, then people might
Yeah,
worry.
yeah, that's true.
Actually, now it's doing it again. Now it's slow. That's interesting. I wonder what. Now I really wonder what's causing that because the sandbox is not paused. Hmm. Okay.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe something to look into. Maybe it's a bug. So, yeah. So the download. See. Well, okay, looks like this not working. Looks like it's not working on production. Um, but it has been working for me this morning. Okay. So that's where we are.
Okay. Um.
Awesome.
So yeah. So for me, um, I was mainly working on the AI chat issues that we had. I'm still working on the floating buttons on the green red diffs that we have. But the thing is, those are really the diffs are really complicated because of the way that we handle things now. So it's taking a little bit of time with everything, for me to figure it out. And also, uh, I've I have made some progress on the control Z thing, but because I'm working on the devs right now, I have not pushed it yet because
Yeah.
that would just break things. So I think I should be done with it this week, hopefully. Yeah, and let me know if I mean that all of that is on our main priorities right now, but and I've checked the uh, issue tracking log, but it seems like I'm covering everything. But let me know if there's anything that is needed before I push those changes.
Mm.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be
All
doing
right.
a workshop on Wednesday, so
Yeah, we'll
Mhm.
know then because it will be tested properly then.
so probably we don't want to push any new
Yeah,
features before
yeah,
then.
exactly.
But yeah, if we can fix bugs before then, that'd be great.
Okay. Yeah, so let let's just go over the bugs that we can find right now,
Yeah.
and we'll try to fix it if possible before the workshop.
Yeah.
So the first fix deployment situation. Yeah, so the first bug that is there is with the download button and the deployment. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
James is already working on that. So there's
That's really the
no.
most
Okay.
important thing. That's really the only thing that's
Sorry.
Sorry.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you want me to work on the deployment logs right now?
That's more of a feature than a bug.
Oh yeah. Okay. And then what is it? Usernames. Yeah, I think yeah, most of it is the list that we have is most of it is related to persistence,
Hmm.
but we already fixed a lot of them. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I just mean more like we'll just keep trying it. We'll
Yeah.
just keep
Okay.
trying using the product, and if things come up that are really clearly going
Yeah.
to block us during a demo, then we need to fix those right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh,
Okay, Victor.
all right. All right. So let me just go ahead and demo what I have currently. So I and Omar worked. Okay. All right. I and Omar worked on the trying to round up the GitHub integration, and I think we're almost done, except for a tiny issue. You might notice it. All right. So yeah, you can see you're logged in. You could create a repo if you have a repo,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to create a repo for you. Let's wait for this. It's taking a bit of time. So the repo is ready,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, this the sort of issue that I'm trying to talk about that is happening currently. So the like Tucker doesn't get to like update in real time every single time. So anytime you make like a request, sometimes it gets the real time data of the current repo. and displays it and sometimes it doesn't. That's all like the inconsistency that's going on. So I'll try. Let me just try one more time. The, the repository that they created, that's why it's showing this. But for some reason, it's not showing that the repository is corrected. So that's the final thing I am Omar about to iron out. But I'm coming so I can just
Okay.
reload it and get it to work.
So if we refresh it, will it remember the repo? Is that stored now?
Yes, yeah, it's solved now.
Okay.
I've done that already. But this the fact that the socket sometimes doesn't send the updated info is what is delaying the PR from me creating a PR. The other features about creating commits, deleting the repo, logging out, I think they're all done. So
Hmm.
let's see this. Now it's starting to take all the time in the world. Okay,
Hmm.
so we could just open a file, make some changes. Connect, create. It's still asking to create a repo, so I think I better let me change the name to something. Let's say starter kit. Update the repo name. And so I love the way Omar did it because sometimes there's really a disconnect between the GitHub and the sandbox. For instance, if I change the name of the the GitHub, the way he did it currently, I don't know, I want to see if that's actually the best way to go about it. Is that if there's a change in name, um, the 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 repo will still be available, but there'll be like a disconnect between them. So basically, I can create another repo after you change the name. So I'm trying to see maybe that there's a use case for that, or if even though I changed the name of my repo of my sandbox, using the same repo should still work.
Yeah.
Because right now I change, and if I create, it's gonna go ahead and create. It didn't create this time around.
Hmm.
Interesting. I think I
Can
need
you
to
see
create
logs?
a new project.
Do you have any logs of what's happening?
Yeah, I do. So I think for this, let me see if I can just get the logs. Okay. So for this, the repo already exists. I think that's what it's all about. Let me try it one more time.
We could try deleting
Let's
it. We
see,
could just delete
create
the repo,
repo.
right?
Yeah, come let's just create a new sandbox.
Okay.
Let's try it out from start. Let's see reactive.
So when it fails, do you think that's because GitHub is failing to provide to respond to the API call?
No, the few times I've tried it, it's usually dependent on the name of the repository. So, for instance, you have a sandbox, and the sandbox like the name of the sandbox is something similar to what you have on your GitHub repository. GitHub is not going to allow that request to go through. So basically, it doesn't want like a clash of names. So that's one of the cases I've noticed that it doesn't work.
Oh, so it's giving that failure error when there's a naming conflict, you think?
Yes,
Okay,
yes. That's what I've noticed, but I haven't seen like any other cases where the error shows or persists.
interesting. Hmm.
Okay, so let's go through the workflow again. So you can create a repository.
Okay,
Hmm.
this is definitely a unique name. Okay.
Yeah, definitely a unique name, but for some reason it's still not updating the UI. Good.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Are you logging to see if there was anything that came back? Any
Mm-hmm.
other, do you have
Let's
any
see.
console logs that might be helpful?
Yeah, I should have. I have some console logs on the front end. Showcasing the status of.
Getting repo
Okay,
status
so
undefined.
The repository is returning undefined this time around. Hmm. That's very weird. Just tested it a few minutes ago and everything worked all fine. Goodness me.
Okay, so created a repo. Can you see if the ID was? It probably didn't get the ID of the repo, or did it? Like, has the ID of the GitHub repository's ID
Hmm.
been added, been saved to the Postgres database?
Yeah, yes, they persisted already.
How can
Let
we
me
see
see if I
that?
made a change. Let's see. Can you just give me a second, please? Not sure how to like view the data in the Postgres database actually. Maybe you could guide me through it. No, I'm coming. Um,
Okay, what do you think is going wrong?
so I think the major issues with the Vapors getting the sandbox status because it's based on this that all the logic actually works. So basically, I want to know if there's an existing repo for each sandbox. So that's how it works. And I'm sending the talk. I'm emitting like a socket signal to the backend, and the backend is meant to respond with the data. And if it doesn't respond, it should actually show a toast. But I think so. It doesn't show a toast, and yet it responds to it undefined. So that's where the issue is. That's a little bit weird for that to happen. I could just try stashing the changes. Just give me a second because some of these changes are relatively new. So some of them are just for the commit. Hmm, just give. Alright, so we could sandbox status. Okay. So this is where all of this happens. And I think the ID logs on in here already. So I'll try it one more time and see what response it gives me. So you can see the user is already authenticated and it's showing that like it's sending that to the front end already. But
Hmm.
the issue here
Wait,
is
can you
the
can you do
repo.
that a little more slowly? I'm not able to read that fast.
Could you magnify the code editor a little bit?
What, this thing.
Okay.
So it's listing the repositories, and then it's saying repo doesn't
Mm-hmm.
exist in either database or GitHub.
Ah, true. Fail to create rep- Yeah, this is the one I just tried right now.
Failed to create repository. Okay, yeah, but before that, repo doesn't exist in either database or GitHub. So that seems like a problem, right? Because
Yeah.
you just created
Yes,
it.
definitely.
Exists in
So
database.
it's returning the repo ID, which is undefined, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then access false. This get on false, yes. But then
Interesting.
what is happening there?
So I'm trying to check the previous requests that were made, maybe.
Yes.
Right, so it's returning results of an empty ID, an empty repo name.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And the GitHub user is also undefined.
That's not defined.
And
That
then
is
there it
interesting.
is again. Okay, yeah. So there is so there is this. Um
That was like the previous one I tried, like I think
oh,
so
okay.
minutes ago before the
Before you
demo
made
that I just did.
changes? Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
So I
okay.
think something might have gone wrong between then and now because everything worked. So it's returned the
Okay.
ID and the name of the repo.
What about the authentication? Could the authentication have gone wrong? Because the GitHub user is undefined.
Yes, probably.
That's very possible, but
I think
just
the
give me a second. Let me check. I think the user is actually available because
we're getting the list of repositories, right?
sorry.
Because we're getting the list of repositories, the authentication. Yeah, let's see.
I think the user should be present. Let's skip this. Um,
Okay.
so it still hasn't like downloaded or something. Oh, it's just compiled now.
Hmm.
So I'll try it again. So the GitHub user is available.
User is there. Okay.
Yeah, user object is available, but not the
The
repository. So let me just check
repository.
also if the
Yeah.
repository was created on my end.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
created.
it is. It is created.
So
So
there's
it's
probably
just
an
that
issue with
the
the working
yeah,
or something.
but the files are not there. You see?
The files are not there.
Yeah.
Hmm. I think I have to probably have a discussion with Omar, try and track down what's wrong.
What
So
are you?
basically, he did the initial step of trying to create the repo, but didn't sync the existing code. For me, that's why everything broke apart.
Exactly.
What is the what are the API calls that you're using between the front end and back end? What do those look like?
So we're using the sockets over here. So this to create repo and to create repo over here.
Okay.
And the create repo.
Um, so
Okay. Mm.
it gets the sandbox. Check if the repo exists or not. They get the name for the repo. Um, aha. So creates the repo, then passes the ID of the repository to the backend. I think this is where everything broke. So public created the repo right here. So it created the repo, but unless you can track it down.
Okay.
Auto-eliminate true private false.
Well, let's let you guys work on that. Um, we're not going to be able to help. We don't
Yeah.
we don't want to mess too much with your process. So just
Yeah.
Yeah.
keep working on that and let us know.
Yeah.
Sorry about these guys, honestly.
Um,
Okay.
no worries.
No worries. It's okay.
Thanks.
Let me see if uh, my demo works on localhost. This is fine. You can see it is taking a minute to
Yep.
reopen. To now, I feel like this is something very new because I feel like uh, until today I never noticed that it took so long. It was like 2 seconds, 3 seconds max, right?
When it so it only happens when you open a new project, right?
No, this is when you're opening an existing project.
But it worked for me. I mean, it took 5 to maybe 6 seconds. It
Okay,
worked. Yeah.
okay, yeah.
So
So I'm getting 5 to 15 seconds.
so
So let me see if the download is working.
so is it the project where you have added something or edited something or something like that, or any project that is there?
It's like when you're resuming a project.
Okay. Okay. And the project. Okay. This is working.
Yeah,
Okay. It seems like sometimes it works really fast and sometimes it takes a long time to work.
yeah.
I don't know. Oh yeah. So currently it's only taking like 1 second for me.
Yeah, but if you've recently opened the project, then it's not paused.
Oh.
It's been paused.
No, no, no. I mean, I opened the project that we made the demo of
Oh,
the
really?
AI chat. Yeah, it worked fine.
Okay. Um, okay, interesting. So this one is giving an error when downloading files, which definitely didn't happen to me earlier. So let's make a new one. See how long that takes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Has to figure
That,
out how to download. Okay, that worked right away. So
okay, download worked.
yeah,
Okay.
you probably can't see it, but it just
Yeah.
downloaded the project into my downloads folder. No worries. And then deploy. Never deployed. Click on deploy. Um, yeah. Now I see in the logs, it's exported the archive and it's now pushing it to Doku. So it looks like, yeah, we're not totally in the clear yet, but at least it is sometimes working, at least with a new project. And then I'll see what,
That is this is localhost, right?
yeah, this is localhost.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll see what bugs there are left that might
Okay.
be stopping this.
Okay.
Um, and maybe I should, okay, so now it's deployed here.
Oh yeah.
Maybe,
Perfect.
maybe this isn't a localhost thing, but maybe this is actually just um, a bug to do with, like, let's say if I create a new project here, because I got the same bug on localhost too. One second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, it's really not working on prod. Um,
No, on prod it's not working.
complete,
Nothing's happening.
completely busted. Okay, that's fine. Mm, yeah, I wonder what that could be. So I guess I know what I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
After my goal was to finish that, and then after that, the next thing is to basically just add proper authentication to the API to all the API routes. That's
Mm-hmm. Okay.
the next thing for me to do, which is not a feature. It's just fixing security vulnerabilities.
Yeah. Yeah. And for me, I'm just gonna get this done finally this week. The things that I've been working on. And I'll see the
So that's you're working on the code diff
yeah,
files
yeah,
and undo history.
exactly. And also I've also been working on um the I don't know the word for it, but I've heard someone call it AI chat branching, where a user edits a message in the AI chat, and then it creates a new uh, branch of that chat. I don't know if you've heard about it or not, but I mean, just like you edit a message on ChatGPT,
Yeah,
and then it starts from there. So
yeah.
I'm working on something
I
like that.
I do that. I do that. But honestly, I do that like I don't know about you guys. I do that like 10% of the time.
I mean, I do that a lot. So
Would it be? Yeah.
it's not a big feature, but I mean, it's something that I need in my
Oh, really?
yeah.
Because I just make a new chat often.
Yeah,
Like,
but but let's say if you don't want to lose the AI to lose the context of what
sure.
you are doing with it,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Hmm.
And also while I'm working on that, do you guys want me to also work on the chat history persistence,
I feel like for me, all these things are nice to have,
but not needed?
but I they're not hurting me now.
Okay.
Yeah, that we
Okay.
don't have them. Yeah, like if everything we have now can work reliably and well,
Mhm.
I'm not really looking for more features right now.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's
Then I'll.
Alright.
Yeah. First, I'll then work on fixing what we currently have.
yeah, like my feeling right now is personally just test, 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 test. Like see how things.
Mm-hmm.
Try and make some basic projects.
Yeah.
See what's not working.
Okay.
My, I've applied for a higher rate limit with Anthropic, so
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
hopefully uh, that will come through soon.
Okay.
Hey, well, I guess that's it. And
Yeah. And for me, I think I'll just main goal will be trying to like make sure everything wraps up the GitHub because I think it's taking way too long. I
mhm.
just want to wrap it up. Maybe
Yeah. I
having
think.
like a
Yeah. I think
single
you
turnaround.
guys are really at the brink of it. So.
Akhilesh, are you
Yes.
still thinking about custom domains?
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you about that today, but since
Yeah.
you're working on the deployment and download button right now, so I thought maybe after you're done with that, we can work on that later.
So I just tested a deployment on a new React.js project on prod
Hmm.
and it did work.
Okay. On
And
prod?
the download is working too. So this is not a production versus localhost bug. This is just a sometimes doesn't work bug.
Okay.
So it's more of just a reliability thing. Um, so we do have like what I'm trying to say is we do have a basic level of deployment functionality now. It's just I need to find bugs and fix them. That could be related to a lot of different things. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you need me um to do anything in that space?
So for the custom domains,
Yeah.
I mean, you can make the whole front end for it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
by the I'm pretty sure that if you can do that, then by the time you finish, um, I'll be able to very quickly
Integrate the backend.
tie in the back end to that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I think it should be quite. We may even be able to do it without storing anything in the database. Although, if you can store that in the database as well, that's even better. You know, if we can store the domain names
Yeah.
there as well, it'll be a lot cleaner rather than storing everything in buckets. So
Okay, I'll then start working on the front end of the deployments.
I think that would be pretty cool.
Okay.
Um,
And
so
do you want me to the fr- I'm just going over the workflow here.
yeah.
So the domains would be tied with each individual project, right? And then to manage a domain, there would be I'm thinking of going on with the menu that we have under the deploy button, and from there you can have a basic functionality of editing a domain, but then you can also go to your profile page from there as well. You can directly go to the profile page as well, but from that menu also you can go to your profile page, and in there we have a list of projects there currently. But I'm thinking if we are gonna have custom domains, I'll add a bunch of options to manage the domains per project.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I'll think about a way to do that in the current profile page that we have. But yeah, that was the work plan I was thinking about.
So Um, yeah, there may be a really simple way to do this initially,
Mhm.
where the user can um, first off, the first thing we want is people to be able to customize their subdomain,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Then once we have that working, we want people to be able to add custom top level domains. That makes
Top
sense.
level domains. Yeah. Yeah.
But if we can
Mhm.
further find a way to customize the subdomain, that's already going to be in a really nice place because you can do, like my game, my Pac-Man game dot GitWit dot app, and you can already start doing that. That's already pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I can even pull off the because the current subdomain that we have is just the project ID, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I can probably pull everything off with related to subdomains that the users can edit the subdomains and it get the project and the in the back end the subdomain is stored in the database alongside the project ID. So
And did you remember that we also had the idea that you could go to like gateway.dev slash at James Merza slash the project name,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then you'd be able to see my project like that?
yeah, 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 yeah. I
Same,
remember.
that could be the same alien. It could be. Yeah, but
It
it doesn't
could be,
have to
yeah.
be. Yeah.
I'll just note it down.
Yeah. That's gonna be cool.
Involves tail slash. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll start working on that deployment. Subdomain deployments.
That'd be cool. And we can do forking projects soon as well.
Yeah, once the GitHub is ready.
We don't
No, we don't need the GitHub for that. Yeah.
that's just all we need to do is oh okay, no, we can't do it. Um
I thought it
wait,
would be easier with the persistence.
no, actually it's impossible, right? Well, it's impossible right now. E2B needs to add something so that we can properly we need to be able to unpause a container while duplicating it at the same time, aka
Ye-
forking.
Yeah. Oh, so you cannot. Is it like that because you cannot copy the container without unpausing it?
Yeah, right now they've done it that way, which
Oh, okay.
they are aware is limiting, and they'll fix it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. So once that's done, once that's ready, I would expect in the next few weeks we can add forking, just like
Yeah.
unlimited forking of projects.
Definitely, we can do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay. Okay, guys, that's really all.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. Say hi to Omar for us, and
Yeah, I will try.
Definitely. Definitely.
we'll chat next week.
All right.